sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the San Francisco 49ers. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. On first down, Harvey. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll run on first down. It's Harvey, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a second and 13. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Bengals nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And
he was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense.
Murray fighting, lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Tackled back at the 30-yard line.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 16 yards, a first down.
At the 14-yard line.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more yards yards that go around, a first down as well. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the 49ers add on to their lead. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they're...
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun now for Murray. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
The ball carrier.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Murray. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Bengals.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's taken in by Henderson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. J.K. Dobbins. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Niners 14, Bengals 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Jackson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Ross Blacklock in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And here comes Westbrook. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray, that's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Bengals 7.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, Murray. And he's got it. Josh Oliver with number 7 on the year. Extra point away from tying up this football game.
That was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return will stop right around the 25. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Sliding out of the pocket, and they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run with Dobbins. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Steps away to his left. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decide to make it.
And the pressure gets to him again. Samson Ebukam. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Bengals' 31-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. He may be lucky to have that one back. Third down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Jackson going to tuck it down on the option. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's fourth down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
2 yards on the pick.
From the 27, Murray.
At the 27-yard line.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
4-yard line.
Third and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Operating from the gun. Murray throwing left side. It's complete. Murray. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. From the gun, Murray escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Complete to number 15.
A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Ross Blacklock able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
That's good.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And he comes back with one complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one is right down the middle. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he may have given those 6 yards right back as they're going to get to him well behind the line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Murray, flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
On 1st down, Harvey, he gets away from one, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
6-yard line.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Harvey, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Anthony Ball.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He may try and run for this. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Big Andrew Billings there on the stop.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain block. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers move back within a couple of the lead.
Point conversion.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the two-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. The false start hurts him there a bit, backs him up to 2nd and 9. Now Murray off play action. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Flushed out right. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Well, a heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
An 8-yard pickup and a Bengal first down.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, right at the 15-yard line here. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A very costly holding penalty. It backs them up all the way inside their 10 to start this drive. Jackson now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. He'll run it. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
At the 22-yard line.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. J.K. Dobbins, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Makes the score.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now this time Murray to throw it. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting him in jeopardy right now.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Now he'll pull it down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
On the keeper. He was brought down at the 40.
2nd down and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A big play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the 49ers move back within a couple of the lead. Oswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Gain of 3 on the play.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards.
Bengals.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. From the gun, Murray. This will be caught at about the 5.
Murray's pass.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, 2 breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Murray going to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally, you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And 7 at the 5-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jackson buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Being chased out left. He's going to keep it again. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And he's going to go down again. That's Anthony Barr coming in from his linebacker spot to bring him to the ground. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second down, it's Henderson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
And a Bengal first down.
Murray to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
A 10-yard loss on the play. It's second down.
Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Murray. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Number 14. A gain of 16 on the play. But it's third down.
To throw is Murray. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
2-point conversion.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 52 yards.
Today's
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bengals, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.